winter. It is the 2nd of November, and we're going down to finish the summit cap, hopefully. Got trailer full of insulation, truck bed full of electrical stuff. Got Dalton coming down to wire it all together, and yeah, really hoping to have the electrical all done, roughed in anyway, and some insulation thrown in this thing here in the next few days, because it's freaking wintertime and it'd be really nice to be able to heat this cabin to work on the rest of it. So we'll see. Yeehaw. As you can see here, we definitely had some trouble getting up the hill. We ended up trying this run 6 or 7 times with Dalton's truck and ended up going and dropping my trailer in the parking lot, and eventually got my truck up by itself without any weight on it. We did get it stuck and had to break out the high boy jack a couple times, but we got it up there eventually.
It's like turning the ice up here or what, but I literally got to the same exact spot and then it just started spinning.
Put the hammer down, rubber ducky. Oh yeah, there's some speed now.
It just turns straight ice in that spot.
What do you think?
Say it's Miller time.
Here we are, November 3rd. Working in the snow. We get some electrical put in and some insulation and clean up Christina's Halloween decorations. We were pretty lucky to be able to rent my neighbor's cabin. It's just right next door to mine, so we had a place to stay that was nice and close. And this is the first thing we had to start doing, or I started doing real early first morning. It's getting our first interior wall built so we could run some electrical through that. As you can see, it's pretty chilly. I'd say about 10 degrees or so the whole time we were down there. And with the eaves not done in this first part, even the wind kind of blows through the cabin a bit.
Sir, I need to see some permits for this building. Your stairs are not up to code.
No, they're
Oh, what's my I don't have a picture of building here, but really important.
Huh?
Whew! Man, I'm gonna sugar cut like that. That'll be a lot more for me.
What do you think? We'll be adding 2 walls in here eventually, as soon as I figure out how to frame pocket doors. The tape leaking? We also figured out pretty quick that a lot of our equipment isn't Arctic rated. think we broke the air hose on the compressor 3 or 4 times while we were down there.
You nail your end up first, and then I can hold it. Okay, you ready? Gonna get some extra hose. You got enough? Okay. Hold on. You got the right side down? This is down. Listen, got it. Careful. Good. See if we can get me falling off the ladder, huh? Hopefully not.
It's cold enough that even the nail gun was starting to give us some problems. Took a second to figure out how to get it to work in the cold. I'd been dreading working on these eaves for a long time, but they really went pretty fast. Got the windward side done first and then did the other side the next day.
This guy always think he knows everything.
It's definitely a team effort and a lot easier to work up on the wall like that with another person. So it's pretty sweet having Dalton down there to give me a hand. At this point, you can see I got my laser set up and started drilling holes to pull all of our wire through all the walls. So basically just set the laser up on that piece of scaffold and spun it around throughout the whole cabin. And as I was drilling holes, Dalton was setting receptacle boxes and switch boxes and all of that other stuff.
So I don't need to go through this stud, right? This next one?
Hope you guys don't mind the music. Dalton's work playlist is kind of fruity sometimes.
You want to pull out a bunch on that corner.
I want to do what?
You want to pull out a bunch on that corner.
Like, just boil it up or what?
Okay, I'm gonna grab a nail. those.
Staples. Boy.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
very nice, yeah.
It's kind of some poor quality video, but this is us pulling the rope for the ceiling lights and all that stuff. Don't want to get that done first, so we could jerry-rig the generator up to it and we could work in the dark instead of just having to work in the daylight or with the use of a headlamp. All of this done for as cheap as possible. Sometimes you start to bicker like an old married couple when you're stuck outside working in the cold for a couple days.
Gotta get all this insulation.
Can't really tell in the video because the wind was blowing so hard, but we're talking about having to get all this insulation up the hill to the cabin. We ended up having to wait for Hunter to get down here so we could borrow some sleds from them because we didn't have a way to get the trucks up the hill. My truck was kind of stuck at the top and Dalton's wasn't gonna make it.
More power, baby, more power.
Getting her done.
Oh, like a glove.
Just warmed it up on the heater. Got it? Here we are fixing the broken air hose for the second or third time. Air hose is definitely not Arctic rated.
Fucking 19th century stuff.
OSHA safety is being ignored quite often on this project. So Dalton is trimming up all this hardware that we didn't quite hit the right spots on or whatever, so that these boards can go in here, and then we can put our metal siding on the bottom of this. So we're working on right now while the weather is nice and sunny and it's not windy and it's only about 15 degrees out. There you go.
We're running out of nails.
Let's hold the trigger, Dalton.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Bluebird in the mountains. We should be riding. We're gonna
Fuck me.
have to trim it. Getting our siding put on. It's gonna look really nice. I had to order this Z metal from Seamless Siding to go up behind the actual T111 siding. In hindsight, I should have just ordered 9-foot sheets so that it would have sealed that floor up better, but you live and you learn. This may be, oh my gosh, the worst deck ever built. But it's a temporary deck out of scrap crap that's gonna work for the winter. I hope no one dies trying to get up it, but it's long overdue. Oh my gosh, might be something you might see on like Tom and Jerry or something. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Dalton, light bulbs lit up. Hell yeah, brother. With absolutely no insulation in the cabin, this heater really doesn't do anything. It just kind of gave us a little warm-up spot. Full moon at the cabin. First time the cabin lights have been on. Looks pretty cool. Nobody else is down here this time of year. Not enough snow to ride snow machines and too much snow to ride four-wheelers. Pretty eerie. Here I am getting baffles installed while Dalton was installing receptacles and whatnot. Just getting everything knocked out one piece at a time. It ain't even cold in here, boy.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah, would you pull some more insulation off that wire, boy? Hey, yeah. Pull it off nice and slow. Well, by this time it was Friday and Hunter.
Well, we got some wind drifts in the last few days that Thomas was here. So now we got through quite a bit. But now we've got a second truck stuck.
I got it. Got it. Set of the scrap.
So we gotta get Dalton out. And then Thomas out.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed part 2. We didn't quite get as far as we wanted to, but I think that's kind of how it goes every time I go down there. Hopefully you all stick around for part 3.